Hey guys, in this video I'm going to share with you some things you need to put into consideration before applying for the UK skilled worker visa. For me, there are some of those things I didn't really pay so much attention to, and I could see the implication or the impact of those things while on the skilled worker visa and working professionally in the United Kingdom. So I want you guys to also be aware of these things, and I'll be sharing with you in this video. So if you think this will interest you, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, please click on the subscribe button below to join the amazing growing family. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. For those who don't know, I recently started my job role as a data analyst in the United Kingdom, and I share my journey as a data analyst here in the UK on my LinkedIn page. So if you haven't followed me on LinkedIn, please go to the link in the description below to follow me on LinkedIn. And you can also just search Daniel Jeslob on LinkedIn to follow me. I've got amazing posts I make weekly on LinkedIn to share my experience, to share my learning curve, my self-learning journey, while I transition into data analytics, and also how I was able to get my first job as a data analyst, and also my journey through working as a data analyst here in the United Kingdom. So if it's something that interests you, or you want to follow my professional life here in the UK outside my regular YouTube videos, then I want to follow me on LinkedIn using the link in the description of the video. Now back to the video. For those who are planning to move to the skilled worker visa, starting to count the number of years required to get indefinite leave to remain in the UK, the certain things one really need to put into consideration. Now, for those that have been watching my video, many of you know that I'm not an advocate of people applying for the post-study worker visa. However, there's a bit of learning process I've been able to pass through in the past couple of months, and I would like to share some of the insight I was able to get. Now, I know quite a number of people who moved to this post-study work visa and didn't stay on the visa for more than a year or 6 months, and then switch to a skilled worker visa. Now I'm going to share with you my thoughts on this, and also help you make a better decision if you're planning to move to the skilled worker visa. Now the first thing you need to consider if you're planning to move to the skilled worker visa is your financial strength. Now the truth is, for many people who are moving to the skilled worker visa, not those moving to the health and care visa, I mean those who are trying to get a professional job in their profession here in the UK, many of the jobs that give the tier 2 visa sponsorship don't tend to pay very well, if you know what I mean. Many of them don't pay as high as they should pay, because obviously you need post-study work, you need visa sponsorship and all of that. So it means that earning capacity while on a skilled worker visa might not be as much as if one is on a post-study work visa. Now, being on a post-study work visa, you've got the chance to open a business. You can have your own business. You can decide, how much you're going to pay as tax and all of those stuff. But you can't do the same thing while on a skilled worker visa. So the post-study work visa comes with its own advantages. So if you're already on a post-study work visa, personally, I would advise people to quickly switch to a skilled worker visa if you don't put some of the things I'm going to be mentioning in this video to heart. And many people just switch because, with post-study you can't start counting your number of years towards citizenship, but with skilled worker visa you can. So people just switch. Now the first thing is, as I said, your financial capacity. If you are not there's this common saying that in the UK you save money today and tomorrow the money saves you. That's a common joke, because many times when you save money in January in the UK, something comes up in February and eats up the money and all of those things. So if you don't have enough financial capacity and you're in a post-study work visa, especially if you're single, if you've got no family, it's usually advisable to stay a bit longer on your post-study work visa. The good thing about the UK is, if you get a job today, gain employment today, you can always wait another 4 months before you resume. So try as much as possible too, which is something I did. After I finished my program, I was able to prolong my resumption for about 2 months. And those 2 months I was aggressively working since I was done with my program here in the UK. So you need to check out your financial strength. Another thing is that before you move to a skilled worker visa, especially if you're getting a 9-to-5 job, you need to have a personal development plan. Because the truth is, depending on the kind of job you're doing, though, you're going to have a lot of time on your hands. I can remember when I was I'm still doing care jobs. I work 12 hours, 7:30 to 8:30, 13 hours actually, and I barely have enough time. The few time I have, I spend them making videos on YouTube, doing other stuffs. I really didn't have enough time. But when I moved to the skilled worker visa, guys, I now have a lot of time, considering the fact that most of my time I spend at home working from home and all of those things. So it's became really, really boring. And I was like, I didn't really plan for this, honestly. So if you plan to move to a skilled worker, especially if you're a 9 to 5 and you're single, you've got no family here in the UK, they want to check and try as much as possible to ensure you have a personal development plan to be able to fix your, should I say, your free time, depending on the kind of life you live. Anyway, if you're a social person, you might be able to fix in some social activities here and there. But if you're an in-house person like me, that probably spend more time in front of the screen, you might really need to have like a plan, a personal development plan, to help with your, your stay here in the United Kingdom. Because the truth is, it can really be boring, to be honest. Now, I've been in this apartment and I'm not sure, not that I'm not even sure, I barely talk to any of my neighbors because really, we don't even get to see. Most of them are usually working from home, most of them work out and all of that. So you need to check out and make sure you have a personal development plan if you're planning to move to a 9 to 5 job as a skilled worker here in the United Kingdom. Another thing you need to ensure you do if you're on a skilled worker visa, you're planning to move to a skilled worker visa, is to ensure that you network with people in and outside your profession, which is something I learned a bit late, and that was one of the reasons why I decided to, get more active on LinkedIn so I can get to meet people with like minds. I've been able to build certain relationship with people who are also data analysts in the United Kingdom. I think I spent about 40-something minutes speaking to one of them a couple of days ago. And, building connection is something that you definitely need to do, because one thing about the UK is information is power, to be honest with you guys. I was able to get my 4 job offers in the UK because I had access to important information, and those information really helped me to be able to ace my interviews and all of that. And also, before I could get my jobs also, I had to ask questions from people who were doing the same thing I wanted to do here in the UK, and it really helped me to transition into data analytics. So the truth is, you need to ensure you build connection with people, because those connections will help you get to the next level of your career you're actually envisaging, looking forward to. So that's all about that. So the truth is, the skilled worker visa has its own advantages, and for those who have been following my channel, many of you know that it comes with its own, its own barrier and all of that restrictions. But it gets easier if one is able to, if the person on the skilled worker visa as a partner, it gets easier because the person gets to work, long hours. And if you're planning to have a family business, you can always open the family business in your wife's or your partner's accounts, who is a dependent. She can always be the the sole or the owner of that business if that's what one wants to do, in addition to working full-time as a skilled worker in the United Kingdom. So overall, to be honest, it's really been an amazing journey for me, to be honest with you guys. The skilled worker visa has really made my life, it has given me enough time to be able to map out some plans and, be able to strategically make some decisions, because guys, I've got a lot of time, honestly, a lot of time to do some things and all of those stuff. So that's really one thing I feel people should really put into consideration before switching to a skilled worker visa. If you're in a post-study work visa and you have enough time, I recently met someone who switched after 3 months. I'm like, why? The post-study work visa give you a lot of time. I understand that, there's this sense of, what's the word now? There's this sense of confidence that comes when you're on the skilled worker visa, knowing that at least you've got a plan ahead towards getting your indefinite leave to remain. So that's all about that. So if you're also on a skilled worker visa and you want to share your thoughts and your experience, please do that in the comment section. I'm going to be responding to everyone making a comment under this video. And if you find this video resourceful, please click on the like button. If you have any questions, state in the comment section also, and I'll be responding to everyone. And if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, please click on the red subscribe button below to join the amazing growing family. My 20 subscribers, you guys are the real deal. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.